Well, I put the wheels back on the A10 after like, what, 6 or so years. Fuck. This thing's been sitting way too freaking long. The interior's still pretty decent. Some pieces have broken off here and there, but I want to take the transmission out of the 5-speed out of the car. Fortunately, time has not been nice to this car. Yep. But it is pretty nice. Still clean. Still smells the same. I don't know. I'll be fucking sore tomorrow. Sure sucks freaking being old, or getting old. Not old yet. But man, has this thing sat. And I do have a polished valve cover for it, but I need to freaking clean this thing up, like big time. Look at that shit, just green shit just growing on it. It's fucking sad. I really need a freaking... Hopefully this hood is salvageable. I mean, I have an extra one, but don't want to lose my hood ornament. And got an extra fender I got a long time ago from a coupe. That's from a truck fucking brake checking me coming off the freeway or highway or whatever. And no, I wasn't falling too close, but yeah. Last time I was at a show, fuck, it was Canby 2015. So that's about the last time I was on the road. I haven't tried I've tried starting it. I want to put a new fuel filter, drain the old gas. I do remember, I think it had an exhaust leak from the header. Needs a new exhaust. I was just gonna do the whole head gasket's good. Actually had the head redone, but it's freaking filthy. It's still semi-cleanish, but I need to just get this thing cleaned up really nice. I do want to drive it. Put my round headlights back on. Well, the earlier front end back on. Put my Japanese bumpers on. I've had for freaking years. Yeah. I don't know. Random shit back here. But yeah. Kind of sucks. I really want to drive this thing, but I can't. I want to make it to the Powerland show, but I don't know if I will be able to. Yeah, I want to take the 5-speed out of this, put it in the Maxima. The Maxima still starts and everything. It's just the transmission is screwed. Oof, fucking dust. And yeah, hopefully I can before at least by Friday, but I don't know. Well, if I can get some help, I don't know, maybe, we'll see. If friends come over, or a friend, whatever. It's gonna just suck pulling it out of this car and pulling the old one, interchanging some parts, and then hopefully everything works. And yeah, And later, when I get the Border Warner T5 rebuilt, I'll freaking, yeah. Let's see. Sorry about the freaking cans, man. Shit everywhere. Oops. Man, not bad for, shit. Not bad for $200. Gnarly. Can't freaking find them anywhere really for less, for less than what, $1,200, or I don't know. Cheapest I've seen one was like $500, and it was missing parts. And then another one I saw was all the way out in New York, $1,200. Didn't have a bell housing, nothing, just nothing. And yeah, can't really have that. And yeah, but I still gotta finish this thing. Gotta put a dry shaft in it, throttle cable, fuel lines, well, just in the engine bay, hook up the starter and the rest of all the other shit. But the only thing that sucks is I gotta cut this out, the old battery tray, and relocate the battery in the back. Never done that before, but shouldn't be too hard. And what else? Well, this thing, engine blew up. Nothing I can really do about it. Oh, it really blew up. Just I think it bent the valves. I actually just gotta open it up and see what happened to it. But I know I did skip timing and it stopped running on me, which kind of sucks. Kind of, in a little bit, kind of regret getting rid of my LZ23. But shit happens, you know, when you need money. And the stupid van is just another story with that thing. Yeah. The van is no fun. As you can see, I already tried to get at this thing. Freaking sensor's like way the hell down there. Somewhere in there. And yeah, it's a freaking mess, man. I wish I could just get a freaking KA for this thing, you know. Can't do a trans swap because this thing actually, because of the shifter, it has a cable mechanism, or cable assembly, whatever you want to call it. It runs all the way back to the transmission for you to be able to shift it. So yep, unless there's another van or something that's compatible with this thing, then I can, but yeah, I don't see that happening. What else? Yeah, I mean, I wish I could drive this thing. I wish I would have been able to drive it to Dutch Locos, but that didn't happen. Oh, could be a couple of things I've been thinking about. I know it's the throttle position sensor, fuel filter, you know, and probably the fuel pump, because this thing, it'll stay running or idle as long as I warm it up enough. Which, that's the downside about this thing, is like, you get it warmed up enough, it'll idle, but when I try to, you know, drive it under load, you know, the thing just will freaking buckle and won't go past what, like 2,500 RPM or 2,300 RPM. I don't know. The tack and the dash basically stop working. I mean, the lights still come on, but as soon as that problem happened to me, everything like turned off on me, and then I get like the battery warning light, which I know the battery's good. I mean, the thing will freaking start right up, even the way it is now. But yeah, just the problem is trying to drive it, you know. And it sucks, man. It's been sitting longer than I've actually freaking had it driving, you know. The day I got it home, my cables went bad, like completely bad, because I drove all the way from Modesto to here, Medford. You know, was it close to 300 miles, I think, or so? And I only had second, fourth, and reverse, so fourth gear all the way here. It was a nightmare refueling. So that shit was fun. And then this thing, I believe it was the computer. I still have it. I have another one, but I don't know if that one will work for this car, because this is a 79. And the one I have in there with a bunch of shitload of other parts is a 78. I mean, technically it is a 78, but, you know, federal car, because it came from LA, or California, Southern California. Yeah. My hood for my truck. A bunch of freaking random parts for the 810. Yeah. Those totes there, or boxes, and then I have like 2 more over there somewhere. Oh, yeah. And a driver rear panel that got given to me by Dan. Dan 510, that's what I call him. The one with the all original 4-door 510. He gave that to me years ago, and I don't know, decided to keep it. I mean, you don't see stuff like that anymore. And what else? Yeah, I don't know. Still got a bunch of parts. I sold probably like close to like $400 or $500 worth of parts I just had sitting here, which I'm kind of happy about, you know. Like, there's a lot of stuff I didn't even need. Like, I still have that clutch pedal brake from the 77 through 79 Datsun 200 SX S10 chassis, because my old one was a automatic. Could never find a dog leg 5-speed, so I just kind of gave up on it. And then I ended up, you know, getting a little fender bender in it. Seems like fender benders are my thing. Yeah, don't look at that. Mustang owner shit, I guess. Not really my cup of tea. It got handed down to me, so. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know. Kind of scratching my head here, but I do want to definitely switch the transmissions on this thing, and from this car to that car. See how long it lasts. I'm not gonna be hard on it either. But hey, cool. 2009. It was like 4 years before I owned it. Just cool. I'm sure the guy who used to own this car is super freaking disappointed. I mean, you know, that guy really loved this car. For whatever reason, I don't remember why he sold it, but it went to Utah, and then the guy from Utah sold it to me. Did kind of a weird buying situation thing with this car, kind of in like payments. Nothing really kind of went my way. My old Z that I had, my 81 ZX Turbo, you know, I sold it to get this, but that didn't go well. That engine wasn't happy when I drove it up to Portland. So, man, that was like almost 10 years ago when I sold that car, and I got this one. And the whole point of getting this car was because I didn't really want to lose having to Datsun, because the other car was my first car. I've had that thing forever, and like, I don't know, I kind of wanted to stay in Line 6, so when I saw this thing for sale, I was like, hey, you know, sell it to me. But anyway, I don't know. Kind of, I don't know if it was a good choice at the time, because, I don't know, Z cars are like super expensive now. I literally gave that car away. I'll tell you guys, $500 is literally what I got the car, you know, what sold the car. And, yeah. Well, the guy who has it now, David, he rebuilt the engine. I don't think he rebuilt the transmission, but the transmission was fine, but I don't know how many miles it actually had. I know the engine it had like close to 300,000, and I got lied to, because when I got that engine out of the other car, the parts car, it yeah, I ended up looking online and I saw pictures of the car, and then that same guy who sold it to me, I found him on a forum, old forum, I think Z-Car forum, I don't remember which one, but yeah, found out how many actual miles it had. Freaking bastard. 70K on the freaking dash, which, you know, you could easily change those, you know, switch them around. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, I really want to get that Z car back, but the guy won't answer. David won't answer my messages or anything on Ratson. It sucks, because I really would like that car back. Honestly, that would be the vehicle I'd give up, the van. Honestly, I mean, I like the van. I've been wanting one forever. I got it, you know. I don't know. It's just, I can't have too many cars anymore. I was even thinking of getting rid of the 810, but then I was like, no, I mean, I really haven't really driven it much anymore, and I'll keep it a little longer. Maybe I'll change my mind, you know, and keep it, but, you know, the rest of the cars are staying. I'm not selling the freaking Maxima. But yeah, the first car I'd ever sell would be the van, honestly, even though I really like that van a lot, but I know, like, extremely hard to find. 5-speed, you know, everything that I've ever found was an automatic, and like super expensive. So I don't know, I'm kind of glad I got that van, but you know, whatever. Yeah, I'm just running my mouth like a motor. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I guess I'm done talking, and I don't know when I will make another video, because I don't really post too much. But that's what's going on. Every single car is down. The only one that starts is my Maxima, but it doesn't run. It sucks. But yeah, I wish this thing would run, but you know, I haven't done much to it. It's kind of embarrassing. I mean, I don't know. It's just time, motivation, you know. I mean, it's practically right there, you know. All I had to do is just put the third member actually in it, because I blew up the old one. So yeah, put that in first, then try to button everything else up, then get the measurements for the dry shaft, and then put it on, then yeah, hopefully it runs, you know, or yeah, after I relocate the battery, which I do have a, you know, this little nifty part here. Switch my 610 parts. I was thinking of using this because it goes on that side over there. I'm gonna kind of using that as like my battery cover. I don't know. I might not use that, but I get one of those enclosed ones. And then I don't know. I do have a new, or not new, but new to me, fuel filler tube, whatever you want to call these things. Because mine leaks. And literally, pretty good. The last time I looked at it, there was like, I could see right through it. Obviously, I needed something new to this. This thing's fucking hard as a rock. And this thing's still good. Other than that, yeah, pretty cool. Single cam KA. For some of you that don't really recognize the valve cover, it's been shaved down. This was in a 510 before, so traded my old L20B. Still have the valve cover right over there. The transmission's right there, so it was just the engine. But my buddy traded me the L20B for this KA that already had the 240Z 40mm SUs, custom manifold. It's carbureted, and the 5-speed with it. It's kind of surprising. I mean, nobody, who do you know that anybody would do that kind of deal? But that's just me and my buddy. We always do that. My buddy Ollie. Sucks he moved, but whatever, it is what it is. People gotta, make a better life choices and stuff, so don't blame them. Oregon is kind of boring. I don't know. If I could move, I would. But anyway, guys, I won't be holding more of this shit. Yeah. Until the next one, I guess. Hopefully I'll have my Maxim up and running, and if I do, I will make a video. So, we'll see. Alright, guys. Later.